James, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, Judge will be in just a few minutes.
Okay. Yeah, I have 3, it looks like.
Marlisa, I just put one in your waiting or in your meeting room. Oh, she went.
Good morning, Mr. Mena. You got something ready for us?
I have 3, Your Honor.
Give me a name, please.
We'll start. The first one was Mr. Kuisley, Kuisle. He was at 9 o'clock. Gerald's first name.
Thank you. Looking for the file. All right, Mr. Keesley, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Mr. Mena, what are we doing?
Your Honor, Mr. Keesley is going to plead guilty to disorderly person. That'll be taken pursuant to 771.1 for a period of 6 months. And then in exchange for that plea, we'll dismiss the failure to obey appeal.
All right, I'm sorry, what was the time period?
6 months, Your Honor.
Thank you. Was there any sentencing recommendation from the people?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Keesley, I'm saying that right?
Queasley, Your Honor.
Mr. Queasley, did you go over your advice of rights form?
I don't believe so. Or I know I have the right to an attorney if I have requested one. I know that much.
You understand that you have a lot of rights you're going to give up today if you plead guilty. Your right to go to trial. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you understand the possible penalty for the charge, sir?
If you could explain it again, I wouldn't mind.
Up to $500 fines plus court costs and up to 90 days in jail.
Okay, absolutely.
You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Understanding all of this, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily to the disorderly person charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, would you tell me what happened, what was going on at Metro Airport on March 12, 2024 that makes you think you're guilty of disorderly person?
Well, I believe I was completely in the wrong. I was actually on my way to a 30-day inpatient treatment program for alcohol substance abuse. I was out of line. I had too much to drink. I don't know if it was the nerves or just very poor decision making, but I don't remember much of the situation. But what I do remember and what was outlined to me from the notes, I was completely in the wrong. I behaved completely inappropriately. I did complete that 30-day inpatient treatment program and don't plan on ever having a drink again, though, as well. Very, very embarrassed by my actions. It's not the type of person I am. But you know, mistakes happen, and I'm willing to be held accountable for those.
So when did the 30-day program end?
30-day program. I actually just got home on Saturday.
Okay, so what's the aftercare plan?
Aftercare plan, a lot of meetings, sponsorship, and look into it. You know, if there is more of a struggle here, I'm finding the temptation here, maybe looking at an outpatient program as well. But with my professional career, it's very hard to commit to anything like that with a lot of bills to pay at the same time. So,
okay, all right. So
a lot of meeting, work in the AA program mostly. So,
okay. And who do you work for?
Right now, it's going to be KES Construction. We do directional drilling, a lot of utility placement.
I'm gonna guess you're probably traveling a lot.
No, not much travel, fortunately, which is for the first time in a long time. So it's
Good.
local. I have pretty set hours. Kind of looking at a
Okay.
4-day-a-week schedule right now too. I'm not getting done too late. So meetings should not be an issue. I know there is
Good.
Zoom meetings if I ever do find myself in a position where I can't make it to
Good.
one. I do have those resources as well.
Good. I wish you luck.
Well, thank you very much.
Anything else that you want me to consider before I set the terms of sentence on this file?
No, sir.
All right. I've accepted the plea on the disorderly. I've dismissed the companion case in keeping with the agreement with Mr. Mena. Court costs, well, first of all, I'll delay sentence for 6 months. During that time period, stay out of trouble, no new criminal offenses. Court costs are assessed in the amount of $600. that money's due within 5 days. What that means is we either want to have it within 5 days or we want to have a plan in place that we're going to get. So you can do that online, set up a payment plan or make payments. If you want to mail us a check, you can just make arrangements for that as well. Any questions for you, sir?
No, sir.
All right, best of luck.
All right, thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Bowditch.
Good morning, Judge Oakley.
Give me a name. Who's ready?
Tranika Burton. She's an 8 o'clock, top of the list.
Thank you.
It's just an adjournment, Your Honor.
All right, good morning, Ms. Burton.
Good morning.
And did we pick a date?
Not that I'm aware of yet, Your Honor.
May 13th, June 17th.
Let me
Unless
check.
she wants live, because it looks like she lives in Detroit.
Ma'am, is there some reason you want to do Zoom versus live?
Yeah, so that way I can still be at work. I can still work. They'll give me the time
May-
away to do the Zoom.
All right, May 13th or June 17th?
May 13th, because I'm about to take care of it right now when I hang up.
All right, I didn't hear that.
I said May
13th and then
13th.
I lost you.
No, I just said May 13th because I'm about to take care of it now after we hang up.
Okay. All right, how about May 13th and 9:10?
That's
10
fine.
minutes
thank
after
you.
9. Mr. Bowditch?
That would be fine with me, Your Honor.
All right, I will continue bond. We'll see you next month.
Okay, thank you. Do I stay on
You're
or
welcome.
what do I do?
No, you're all set.
Okay, thank you.
And do what we did,
Mr.
hon.
Bowditch?
Do your homework and then it'll be over.
Yep, I'm about to do it right now.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Next.
John Smith, Your Honor, at 8 o'clock.
Good morning, Mr. Smith.
Good morning.
Mr. Mena, while I look for the file, why don't you tell me what we're doing?
It's going to plead to no ops, Your Honor. We'll dismiss the GWLS.
All right. Mr. Smith, you understand your rights and the options those rights give you.
Yes,
You understand the possible penalty for the added charge.
yes,
Understanding all of this, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily today?
yes,
You understand that if I accept your plea to no operator's license on person, this will go on your record with the Secretary of State, and there's a chance they could resuspend you.
mm,
You understand that, sir?
no, no,
You understand that now that I've explained it to you?
yeah, yes, yes,
In essence, if we enter this plea to no valid operator's license on person, we're going to let the Secretary of State know that you were driving on March 26, 2019. So if you were, for example, in the middle of a 6-month license suspension at that time, they could resuspend you for a longer period of time. Understood?
yes,
I'm not saying they're going to, I'm saying that they might.
okay,
Understanding all of these things we've just discussed, do you want to plead guilty to the added charge today?
yeah,
And are you doing so freely and voluntarily, Mr. Smith?
yes,
All right. On that date, did you in fact drive a vehicle in here on top or at or near the metro airport?
I don't remember, but I'm quite sure, yeah,
You don't remember because of the time delay, how long it's been?
yeah,
Let me see if I can trigger your memory for you. As I said, the date was March 26th. It looks like it was about 10:19 in the morning. Says here that you were driving a Mercedes-Benz 2009 silver in color. And the officer stopped you at Dingle and Departure Road right in the airport. You remember that? Looks like he stopped you for
so.
speeding.
I believe so.
Ringing bells? Is that ringing bells?
Yeah,
Okay, at that time, was your license in fact suspended?
yes,
Okay, I can accept your plea to the added charge. I'll dismiss the original charge. What would you like me to consider, or what would you like me to know about your situation before I set the terms of sentence, sir?
Well, I was locked up for 2 years, and when I got out, I was, man, I got out, and I had a warrant before I went to jail. I plead by mail when I was locked up for 2 years, and then they wouldn't accept it. And then when I got out, I had warrants, and then when I got stopped, they took me to jail. Then I ended up getting out, and then I got stopped there, I think.
Okay. All right. Are you working, sir?
No, I'm disabled.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
No, I've got dialysis and stuff, so I don't know.
Oh, I'm not putting you in jail or anything like that. It's gonna impact your dialysis.
Oh, yeah. All
right.
right. All right.
All right. The total fines and costs on your file, $400. We've already got a bond of $150. That means you're gonna owe us $250. If you can, before you leave the building today, either pay that or make a payment plan to get it paid. Can you do
Okay.
that?
Yeah.
All right. Any questions, sir?
No.
You have a great day.
Okay.
Thank you. Mr. Bowditch, who's next?
I have a Daniel McGrath, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. McGrath.
Mr. McGrath, can you hear us?
I can hear you.
All right. Mr. McGrath, can you tell the judge your name for the record, please?
Daniel Patrick McGrath, Your Honor.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Your Honor, today's the date and time set for an arraignment. We waive formal reading and stand mute. We've also had a chance to pre-try this case, Your Honor. Mr. McGrath's charged with a 2018 case of abandoned luggage. We've agreed upon an executed plea agreement where he's going to plead responsible to double parking. Also, as the judge may notice, Mr. McGrath is presently in custody, has been in custody for approximately 100 days. His release date will be June 18th. We're recommending a $300 fine, but he won't be able to pay it at least until late June. So kind of hope he can get served in this matter.
All right, Mr. McGrath, where are you in custody at?
St. Clair County Jail, Your Honor.
St. Clair County?
Yes, sir.
All right, and what are you in custody for? Have you been sentenced or are you waiting trial?
I have I'm no trial, Your Honor. I have court today for sentencing. DUI charge.
Okay. All right. And have you had any conversation with an attorney or anybody? So you have any idea what's going to happen for sentencing today?
For here or for my other case?
On your St. Clair County charge.
Oh, yes, I have. Absolutely.
What are you expecting?
I'm gonna be mandatory serve the rest of my sentence, which is 171 days, which would be June 18th, and then I'm released to long-term rehabilitation at Flint Odyssey House.
Good.
I'm a 12-year veteran, Your Honor, and I have a history of alcohol from obviously service connected. I'm a combat veteran, so I don't want to push any excuses or any blame up, but that's the issue. So I'm gonna go and try and get that fixed. I have a child on the way. My first one.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Well, first, a couple things, Mr. McGrath. First, I'd like to thank you for your service.
Absolutely.
Thanks to guys like you that voluntarily do it. I never had to, so I appreciate that.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
Secondly, understanding I've never been a combat vet, I got to think that you learned all the skill set you need to persevere through sobriety. You just need to get started in the right direction.
Absolutely, Your Honor. I was about to get married last year, and I was actually 3.5 years sober out of Flint Odyssey House, and my ex-fiance and I lost a child in October, and obviously that's where, and the only way, I'm going to be honest with you, the only way that I've ever known how to deal with trauma like that or death from the military is
by drinking.
Drinking.
So like, I know
Drinking.
better than
Yeah.
that. I absolutely 100%. I have a sponsor. I go to AA. I got complacent and I slipped. So,
well, and you know how to do it because you did it for 3.5 years.
absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. All right. I just feel like I have to share this with you. I don't know that you need to hear it. I need to say it.
Absolutely.
I've been on a bench for a long time, and one thing that I am absolutely positively convinced with is that every one of us share one thing in common. We're going through life and we're carrying a toolbox.
Absolutely.
And when
It's a learning
crap
experience. You're
happens,
gonna learn something.
when crap happens, we open our toolbox and we deal with it with the tools at hand.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you got to put different tools in your toolbox so they're not bottles.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. And counseling is the way to do that. So I wish you all the luck in the world. I will get to the business part now. So you've discussed your rights and options with Mr. Bowditch, correct?
I have.
You understand those rights and options?
I do, Your Honor.
All right. And do you understand the possible penalty for the charge?
I do.
Okay. Understanding all of that, are you pleading responsible to the double parking freely and voluntarily?
I am, Your Honor.
I'll accept your plea. I'll dismiss the misdemeanor charge that was just issued to you for November of 2018.
Thank you, Ron.
And fines and costs, $300 as agreed. Credit for time served and close.
Thank you, Ron.
Best of luck to you, Mr. McGrath.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Where in the world is Ira, Michigan?
Fairhaven. It's just outside Algonac.
Okay.
St. Clair River.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Yep.
Good luck.
Yep. Thank you very much.
Suggest, once again, I've never walked in your shoes, but I'm going to suggest you need to get some veterans involved in your support group if they're not already there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I just spent a long weekend with retreat with a bunch of vets, and big deal that they were talking about is it's hard for them to talk about anything with people that haven't been where they've been. So, good
absolutely,
luck.
I understand that. Thank you very much, Your Honor. You have a great morning. Okay.
So far, so good. Thank you.
Yep.
Mr. Mena, we got anybody else?
Yes, Your Honor. It's Anaya Scott. She's a 10 a.m.
Thank you. Thank you. Ms. Scott's an early achiever, I see.
Yes.
Good morning, Ms. Scott.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Mr. Mena, what are we going to do with Ms. Scott's file?
Your Honor, we're going to do double parking, $300 fine, and she's going to need time to
Okay.
pay, I believe.
Okay, yeah. All right, Ms. Scott, I've got a file here for March 25, 2024, a misdemeanor charge. Is that your intention, is to plead responsible for a civil infraction of double parking?
Yes, Your Honor. As I was speaking to the prosecutor, I asked, is it possible that we can lessen it, because I am also a college student and I pay tuition out of pocket. And it wasn't like I intentionally did that. I was coming in from New York.
Okay, stop. Let me answer your question. This is being presented to me as a plea agreement. If you want another chance to talk to Mr. Mena and see if he'll agree to something less than $300, I'll let you have a breakout room with him to do that.
Okay.
If you want to go forward with the deal, I will give you some opportunity to take care of that $300 that might not cost you $300 cash.
Okay, so I'll continue with the deal, sir.
Okay. All right. So you're pleading responsible freely and voluntarily today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I will accept your plea. What I'm going to suggest you do is, this money's due within 5 days. So that means we either have to have your payment within 5 days, or we have to have a plan in place within 5 days. I'm assuming you're in Brooklyn, where I see your address is at?
I'm in Queens, sir.
Okay, just as bad. You're in New York. You're not coming into the building. So what I want you to do is get online, just internet search 34th District Court, and our website will come up. You can start an email conversation with us. So we can do a couple different things. We can give you time to pay. You can send us $300 all at once. We can set up some kind of a payment plan, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, whatever works best with you. Or if you want to do a combination of some payments with some charity work, you can start that process as well. So for example, maybe you pay $50 a month and do X number of hours of community service a month, and we're going to give you more than $50 a month credit towards your $300. You follow me?
Yes, sir.
All right, you can start that conversation on our website. Any
Okay.
questions?
No, I'm okay. You just said it's underneath what again, sir? Again?
I didn't understand your question.
What do I have to go underneath again? Because I know the district website, but what do I have to go on? Like, what is it
Yeah,
labeled?
It's contact us.
Oh,
contact
me?
us. You start an email conversation.
Okay, thank you.
Good luck in school.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, Heather, we want to bring Mr. Batar in. Looks like we just did.
Yep. Dan, I'll make you co-host so that you can, if you need to jump around. Your
Morning,
defendant
Dan.
is in the waiting room.
Good morning, Judge. Good morning, Heather. Thank you.
Good morning. You're welcome.
Heather, the name on that dismissal?
Yep.
Quinn Winter.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah. Nothing ready yet?
No.
Heather? Heather?
Yes.
Is this working out all right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Seems to be.
Yep.
Mr. Fields is retained on this matter.
Who's? Oh, retained for you. So it's not. Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's not an MIDC thing.
All right.
So
Is this an adjournment or?
no, it's
No.
plea.
All right. Judge will be up in just a few.
Yep.
Thank you.
Should I go back in and talk to somebody else? All I'm doing is going into my waiting room and talking to people.
Yeah, I don't see anybody. Dan Batar's here for the other guy, so we're just waiting. Nobody's here.
Oh, okay.
Thanks.
I think that's Dan's case problem. Thank you, ma'am.
Hey, Jeff.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for covering the shift for me today.
Yeah.
I have a Jamoni Brown that's going to be up at 9:30.
All right.
Can you,
What do you wish to do with that?
it's a defrauding innkeeper, but it's 4 different instances. So he was supposed to pay the money between last court date and today. If you could just take care of it. It's just, he snuck out without paying for his parking.
Yeah, I have all those instructions on how to do it.
Okay, thank you, Jeff.
Yeah, he owes looks like a little less than $200.
Yep. And we'll see if I gave him the instructions on how to pay it last time. We'll see if it actually transpired, or you'll see if it actually transpired.
If not, I'm going to adjourn it till May 13th to give him time.
Okay, whatever you want to do is good with me. Thank you.
How's everything with you? Good?
Everything's good. I'm gonna get out of here and got some stuff at Frank Murphy, and then I have to go to Cook County in the afternoon.
Lord.
And a trial tomorrow. I got a trial at Frank Murphy tomorrow.
Yep. I don't miss those days, brother.
I wish I could miss them. I wish I didn't.
Well, I mean, you're doing the big stuff.
It's all relative. Heather, we are ready on Miles. Is it Duvin? I'm sorry, Miles. I forgot how to pronounce it again.
It's Divin.
Divin. Okay.
Yep. It'll be a few minutes. The judge stepped away.
Okay. Thanks, Heather.
All right. Yep. Thanks.
So we're ready on Divin and Field. So when the judge gets back, Heather. How them kids?
Kids are doing well. I just took them all to school.
There you go. If you run out of time, Dan, I'll put it on the record for you.
Thank you, Jeff. I should be good, though.
I had to go down to 36 the other day. I thought that was going to kill me.
Yeah, how did that go?
Well, I got a case dismissed, but I got there at 8. It was dismissed at 10:30.
It could be worse when you sit on Zoom. You know how long it takes on Zoom with 36 sometimes for those misdemeanors.
Well, see, that's what I tried to do, and eventually it took so long. The prosecutor just said, set it for a hearing, or set it for like a formal hearing.
Yeah.
But we were on there all day. I don't see how they. Well, I don't know.
Well, you'd be surprised, the felony cases we finished in a couple of minutes. The misdemeanor docket is the thing that's the hang up there.
Well, and yeah, I don't know. Everybody just it's downtown. I'm spoiled though, these district courts. The Heights spoils me as much as anybody.
Yeah, they like you out there.
Yeah, well, that's how I started my career as their prosecutor.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I spent 3 years there. 90 to 91 to 93 or 94. Back when dinosaurs roamed the earth when you were in grade school.
93, 94, I was in college. I'm not really? Graduated from high school in 92.
So you went to law school right away. Well, that was good.
Yeah, 97.
I didn't start law school till I was 35.
You're still 35, aren't you?
I'm still 35.
Mr. Daoud?
Yes, hi.
Hi, do you need to speak to Mr. Mena?
The prosecutor, yes, please.
Yes, okay, I put you in his waiting room and then, oh, he's pulling you in now.
Heather, I'll be right back.
All right.
Hey, Dan, did you need to talk to me about a case? Or were you just coming in to say hi to Mr. Dewad?
That's it. Yep, I'm good, Jim. Thank you.
Just making sure.
Yep.
Do I leave this room? Because I thought I just.
No, you're in the main session now. Hey,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the judge to come back in and call your case.
All right.
Mr. Mena, the judge is coming out now. You have that one that's waived. We can handle that one real quick.
Yep.
Thanks.
And you're welcome on getting you the alphabetical list.
I know it helps so much. It's so nice. Thank you. I'm trying to work on Angela.
Gentlemen, what's ready?
McDougal, Your Honor. That's it's a waiver. It's at 850 checkpoint violation.
And what was the name? I'm sorry.
McDougal, Your Honor. Micah.
Got it. Thank you. All right. Ms. McDougal, you are going forward today without benefit of a court-appointed attorney. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. You understand we've got attorneys available if you want one.
Yes.
Okay. What are we doing, Mr. Mena?
Your Honor, we're going to do a double parking with a $400 fine. The item that was seized, which was a knife, will be destroyed.
Thank you. Mr. McDougal, is that your decision to plead responsible to a civil infraction?
Yes,
And you've agreed to $400 fines and costs?
I do.
And the fact that the item will be destroyed?
Yep.
Okay, I'll accept your plea. I'll assess fines and costs of $400. That money's due within 5 days, which means we got to have it in our hand or we have to have a plan in place to get it. So you can either, where are you from? You local or you out of town?
A little bit, hour and a
It's not
half.
worth the drive. You can come down and do it in person if you want to, but it's probably not worth the few fees you're going to save. So if you want to go on our website, you can make arrangements to send us a payment in full or make arrangements to make a payment plan. Understood?
Yes.
Any questions, sir?
Nope.
Enjoy your day.
Thank you.
What's next, gentlemen?
Mr. Dewad, Your Honor, is speeding citation Jasmine Hines, Hines. She's at 840.
Thank you. Counsel, go ahead.
Yeah, we're gonna amend that to double parking, 230. I believe Mr. Dewad has got the authority to accept that for his client.
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning, AJ Dowd on behalf of Ms. Hines. I do have authority, Your Honor.
Okay, and that was impeding?
Double
parking, Your Honor.
Double parking. Thank you. And is there a sentence agreement?
$230.
Counsel, if I do pay within 5, is that going to do it, or you need more time?
5 days is fine, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, done. Original charges dismissed.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you, gentlemen. Next up,
Judge, we're ready on Miles Diven.
Diven with a D.
Yep, Duiven.
Got him. Thank you. Mr. Diven, can you hear me okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And Mr. Bitar, what are we doing?
Your Honor, Mr. Diven is going to plead to double parking, stipulated fine of $400.
400? All right.
Sure.
Mr. Diven, is that your agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'll accept it. Dismiss the misdemeanor that was issued to you on March 3rd.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And that money's due within 5 days. Did you hear me explain options on how you can pay?
I did, Your Honor.
You certainly can do it in person, but you can also do it online. If you're going to do it online with a credit card, it'll cost you some extra money for third-party vendor fees.
That's fine.
All right. Any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Enjoy your day.
Thank you, Judge. And Heather, Jeff will be covering Jamoni Brown for me. That's at 9:30, okay?
Alrighty, thank you.
Judge, have a great day.
You as well, Dan. Mr. Bowditch, you got anything ready?
Yes, Your Honor, I have Mr. Fields, Raymond Fields.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Field.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Mr. Bowditch, tell me what we're doing.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Fields. This is a retained case, Your Honor. Today's the date and time set for Raymond. We waived formal reading and stand mute. We've also had a chance to pre-try this case. We do have an executed plea agreement subject to court approval. In that agreement, Mr. Fields would be pleading guilty to an added count of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive a vehicle with the understanding all the original violations and citations would be dismissed.
Thank you. So the added charge was allow unauthorized, correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Field, did you discuss your rights and options with Mr. Bowditch today?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you understand those rights and options?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand the possible penalty for the added charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Understanding all of these things, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily to the added charge?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Sir, on February 29, 2024, at or near Metro Airport, were you operating a vehicle?
Yes, Your Honor.
At that time, was your license invalid for some reason?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Bowditch, are you satisfied?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
I will accept the plea to the allow unlicensed driver to operate, dismiss all 3 of the original citations that were issued from that date. What should I know about Mr. Field before I set the terms of sentence?
Your Honor, Mr. Fields is a veteran. He is.
Thank you for your service, Mr. Field.
You're welcome, Your Honor. It was my pleasure.
He is presently dealing with Veterans Court for matters. I think.
No, I'm finished with Veterans Court, Your Honor.
Where were you at? Which court?
Redford.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead, Mr.
He's
Bowditch.
dealing with Mr. Graham. He's completed everything. He's back on the right path, doing what he's supposed to, and looking forward to being fully licensed.
Are you working, Mr. Field?
Yes, sir. I'm the HR manager for a hospital in Wyandotte.
Oh, good. How long you been with the hospital?
About 2 years now.
All right. Anything else you want me to consider?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, Mr. Field, fines and costs on this file, $500. That money's due within 5 days. That means we gotta have it or we gotta have a plan to get it. So you can do it in person here at the court, or you can do it on our website. Understood?
Yes, sir. I will go to the website and set up a plan to get that paid as when I can. Yes.
All right, good luck to you.
Ray, if you got any questions, you call me, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it. And thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome, sir.
Judge, I'm sorry, how much was the fines and cost on that one?
I think that one was 4. Let me check. $500, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
And has anybody spoken to Mr. Zaya?
His attorney
Your
just
Honor.
got here, Judge. So his attorney is going to be speaking to Mr. Mena soon.
Okay, all right. Mr. Zaya, your attorney's in with the prosecutor right now.
Okay, Your Honor. Thank you.
Nothing ready then, Heather?
No, Josh, what are you here for?
Because I miss you guys so much.
We
I
miss
haven't
you
seen you guys
too.
forever. Also, I was told to log in here for an arraignment.
Oh,
Yep, we're
perfect.
just
Okay,
we're waiting on Huron.
Thank you.
thanks, Mackenzie.
You're welcome.
Mr. Schaff,
Yes.
you spoke to the prosecutor? Mr. Samoya, did you need to speak to your client?
No, I'm all set. I'm ready to go in front of the judge, ma'am.
I'm ready for you, counsel. Go ahead and give me your appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Randy Simona, P number 76758, appearing on behalf of Mr. Andy Zaya. Your Honor, today's date and time set for a pretrial, and I've had an opportunity to discuss this matter with the city attorney. He's agreed to dismiss charges on the and then an added count of double parking, where Mr. Zaya will admit responsibility, and I do have capacity to enter that plea on his behalf today, Your Honor.
All right, counsel, was there a sentencing agreement?
I beg your pardon?
Was there any sentencing agreement between you and the prosecutor?
No, Your Honor.
All right.
With regards to the fine, it was $250 is what the prosecutor said.
250?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, I'll accept that plea of responsible from you on your client's behalf. I will dismiss the original citation of speeding that was issued on February 21. Fines and costs as agreed, $250. Can we get that paid within 5 days, Mr. Zaya?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes,
Yes,
Your
Your
Honor.
Honor.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, have a good day, gentlemen.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome, sir. Mr. Bowditch, you got anything?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Schaff, do you have better service now?
Yes.
Okay. Did you come to agreement with Mr. Mena?
Yes, I have authority to plea on behalf of Mr. Draskovic, and it's double parking.
I'm sorry, what's the client's name? Oh, I got him. John Draskovich.
Correct.
All right. Counsel, put your appearance on, please.
Brian, on behalf of Mr. Draskovic.
Thank you. And that was a double parking plea?
Correct.
And you have authority?
Yes, sir.
All right. And what was the fines and costs agreed?
$250.
350?
250.
All right. And can we do that in 5 days?
Yes, sir.
Done. Original charge is dismissed. Thank you, counsel. Enjoy your day. Mr. Birchfield, it looks like, oh, your attorney's in now.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, counsel. Do you need a breakout with the prosecutor or with Mr. Birchfield? We're ready to go.
We're ready to go, Your Honor.
All right, put your appearance on record and tell me what we're doing.
Todd Helleman on behalf of Mr. Birchfield. Mr. Birchfield is with us as well.
Good morning, gentlemen. What do we got today, counsel? What are we doing?
I'm waiting for Mr. Mena, I believe.
Okay. Well, you can just tell me what the agreement is.
We agreed
I trust
to we agreed to a 771-1 3-month suspension of the misdemeanor charge of entering the unauthorized area and payment of the fine.
Okay, so straight up plea. Plea to the original charge, 3-month delayed sentence.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Birchfield, have you discussed with your attorney your rights and options?
Yes, I have.
You understand those rights and options?
Yes, I have, Your Honor.
All right, and have you discussed the possible penalty for this charge today?
Yes, I have, Your Honor.
And you understand that as well?
I do understand. Yes, sir.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading to this charge freely and voluntarily, pleading guilty?
Yes, I am, Your Honor. I'm pleading guilty.
All right. So on March 15, 2024, you were at Detroit Metro Airport, correct?
Correct.
All right. And what rule was violated, sir?
I hit one of the bars on the door, set off the alarm, and kind of stepped inside the door there.
Okay.
Kind of a misunderstanding with Delta and I.
Yeah. All right. So you went somewhere you weren't supposed to be. It's fair to say?
Yes, sir.
All right. You attorney type satisfied with the factual basis?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I'll accept the plea. What should I know about Mr. Birchfield before I set the terms of sentence?
Well, Mr. Birchfield had a long night that night. Red-eye flight from Phoenix, was told he could make the connection about 20 minutes away, gate to gate, ran to the next gate. Plane was there, wanted to make that connection, made the mistake of pushing the door, button went down, was told his seat was not available. He wasn't belligerent. He's a good Christian man. In fact, he and I are in the same LinkedIn Christian professionals group. So it was interesting to connect that way with him. He travels a lot. This is very important to him that he's adheres to the rules and such. So he clearly isn't going to do this again. Doesn't want to jeopardize his travel status and such. Mr. Mena and I have discussed the matter, worked it out where we think it will resolve this way. Mr. Birchfield's aware of that he would never do this again. It's a mistake one time. He has no prior record of anything like that. Good family man, and look forward to just putting this behind him.
Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Birchfield, who do you work for? What do you do?
I actually work for a company. We manufacture patio furniture.
Okay.
And so we sell, I was actually coming back from a depot event that was out in Las Vegas. So I travel quite extensively, domestically and internationally.
Okay. All right. Anything else you want me to consider, sir, before I set the terms of sentence?
Your Honor, go ahead, Mark.
No, just a stupid moment. Was hoping to kind of catch the flight. You know, I thought Delta kind of knew I was coming, and they, weren't there. So I thought maybe they were just standing inside the door. So stupid moment on my part.
Yeah. And let me guess, you did not make the flight.
Correct. But I made the next flight, but I did not make that flight. It was a red eye. It was at like 6:30 in the morning, running gate to gate. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Mr. Holman, did you have something else?
Just that, Mr. Birchfield wasn't belligerent. He accepted that what it was, and he actually got upgraded on the next flight and was thanked by Delta for being a good customer.
All right, I'm gonna bless you because of that. Because I recently took a trip and I sat in the airport talking to my wife about, we're watching these people go off on the agents. And we were having the conversation. It's like, how did you get to that point in life and nobody's ever taught you that you're better off with honey?
Right.
You're asking those folks to do something for you and you're screaming at them. And I understand the frustration. I'm not a good traveler either. So I understand, a lot of people are nervous and they're not at their best when they travel. But it's like, damn, that's just basic common sense, right?
Right.
I'm asking you to help me save a bad situation and I'm calling you names. So for that, your fines and costs or your court costs total $145. Can you pay that?
Yes, sir.
Within 5 days, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. And thanks for setting a good example for folks. I'm going to tell you this. You travel a lot. I'm going to share this with you because it doesn't look like we got much going on right now. So the trip we took, we were traveling with friends of my wife's. They've been friends of my wife since high school. And they travel a lot. And Scott, the husband, is an absolute genius. And he's just one of those guys. He can't go in and sit down at a restaurant without making friends with everybody, that's around him. He's just that guy. So he watches and he buys those individually wrapped Dove chocolates when they're on sale. So they're like $5 a bag. He walks up, he's got this little spiel, and it's completely sincere. Okay. He walks up to the ticket agent when he gets to the airport and he hands him or her the bag of candy. And he says, look, I know you guys get nothing but complaints. Nobody ever tells you thanks for the work you do. Just share this with the folks you're working with tonight and let them know that you're appreciated. You'd think he was handing them $100 bills.
Right.
So the last time we flew with this couple, we were separated by like 10 rows on the plane. We haven't even taxied out yet. And the flight attendant comes up to me and says, are you friends of Scott's? I'm like, what? Row 32, are you friends of Scott? I'm like, yes, we're friends of Scott. Anything you need? I'm like, no, we're fine. She says, no, anything at all. You need a drink before we get, I can get you something right now before we get this. I'm like, no, we're fine, but thank you very much. That's the kind of service this guy gets for a $5 bag of chocolate. Right. Absolute genius. And if he's got connecting flights and you don't want to carry that many bags of chocolate, he gives him a $5 Starbucks gift card. Gets the same results.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
I've done that as well.
To be appreciated. And it ain't about the $5 bag of chocolate, is it?
No, it's just about being kind. You don't need people giving them.
I think it's absolute genius. Absolute genius.
Right.
Yep. All right. Made me feel good for sharing that. Have a good day,
Thank
gentlemen.
you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Mr. Mena.
Mr. Franco, are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
Counsel, your appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Johnson France on behalf of defendant Malad Shamami.
All right. What do we got?
It's set for I believe a pre-trial. It's a traffic ticket. Client been offered an impeding traffic in place of the original charge. I have the authority to enter a plea of responsible to that amended charge.
All right, and that's what we're going to do today then.
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Was there an agreement between you and the prosecutor regarding the fines and cost total?
Yes, $250, Judge.
Okay. 5 days enough?
That should be.
All right, done.
Thank you, Judge.
Counsel. Original charge dismissed. Heather, you got a lot of people in a waiting room somewhere?
Nope, nobody.
What the heck?
Mm-hmm.
We were doing so good, and then they just quit showing up?
Yep.
All right, Heather, let's look at some no-shows, if you don't mind.
Sure.
All right, at 8 o'clock, Burden showed up. I don't think Jackson did.
Nope.
Owens, no. John Smith was here. 8:30, Miranda Davis was a no-show.
Correct. We only had two
Jackson was a no.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Only McGrath and Winter at 8:30 showed.
Yeah, so Stover's out. and Jackson and Davis. Okay. All right. Well, I guess we can do 840s too. Dubin was here. Field was here. Jasmine Hines we did early, didn't we?
Correct, yes.
Yeah. So Ridling didn't show?
Correct.
Okay. That's enough for now, I guess.
All right. I'm going to step away for a minute.
Yeah, me too.
Is that for people to get crazy? Yeah. Does that happen a lot? No, not a lot, but it happens. Drunk? Everything. Crazy.
Sammer, I made you co-host. Mr. Farhat, did you speak to the prosecutor on your client?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, it'll be a few minutes, just a minute.
Thank you.
Mr. Kaplan, I am ready for the arraignment when you are.
If he's not ready, Mr. Farhat's ready.
Mr. Farhat, what are you ready for?
Good morning, Your Honor. Yasser Farhat appearing on behalf of Ahmed Alham. It's a traffic case, Your Honor. Disobeyed stop sign.
And just to be clear, you've got authority to take care of this for your client, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
What are we going to do?
My client would plead responsible for double parking, and prosecutor agreed to dismiss the original charge of disobeying the stop sign, Your Honor.
All right. And was there an agreement on fines and costs total?
Pardon, Your Honor?
Did you and Mr. Mena agree on a total on the fines and costs, or did you leave that to me?
Oh, well, he mentioned, yeah, $230, Your Honor.
Okay. And can we get that money within 5 days?
If you please, Your Honor, give him 2 weeks. He's an Uber driver, doesn't have much money.
Okay. Okay, that'll work.
Thank you. Have a nice day, Judge.
You as well.
Take care. Thank you, sir. Bye.
Good morning, Mr. Kaplan. How are you?
Good, Your Honor. How are you doing today?
Wonderful. Are we ready on the arraignment for Miss Stam?
We are, Your Honor.
Would you waive formal reading?
Yeah, we'll waive formal reading, stand mute to the charges.
Okay. So the court date is going to be with me, April 24th. And let's talk about bond. Did you get a copy of the bond recommendation from the department?
I did, Your Honor.
All right. So what should I know? What should I consider?
We're going to be requesting a personal bond. This is alleged incident is with her ex-boyfriend, who she's moved out of his house. There'd be the no contest order will not be any issue. She doesn't want anything contact with him anyway. I can provide the court. I can email the court her new address. It's in Westland, Michigan. Your Honor, she's a disabled.
Oh, I think I've got it. Is that Alaska court?
Yeah. Okay.
We've got it already. Okay.
She's a disabled veteran, Your Honor. She's been living a sober life from alcohol for 25 years. She's been heavily involved in AA in her community, and from what I was explained, no criminal history or anything like that of recent. She promises to show up at all future court dates, and so, like I said, Your Honor, a no contact order with a personal bond, I believe, would be correct in this case.
Thank you. Miss Stam, are you working?
No, sir. I'm on Social Security disability.
Okay. Okay. All right.
No, Your Honor.
Today's like Veterans Day. Which branch did you serve in?
United States Marine Corps, sir.
How long?
8 years, Your Honor.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I spent the weekend kind of like a men's retreat, and there was a couple Marines there, and boy, you Marines can be awful obnoxious. Especially when you start trashing the Army guys.
That's what we do best, Your Honor.
I think that might be true. From what I saw this weekend, I can't argue with you. All right, I'm going to put you on a personal bond. Couple of conditions. The first one is pretty obvious. Stay out of trouble, no new charges. Second one is probably just as obvious. Be in court on April 24th for your court date. We're going to do that at 9:30 in the morning. And thirdly, no contact with the complainant in this matter, Mr. Dotson. No phone calls, no letters, no social media contacts. Don't have your friends tracking down and check on what he's doing. You see him at Taco Bell, you're eating at Burger King. He does not exist to you until myself or somebody else with a black robe changes that order. You understand all that?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Not going to create any issues?
No, none at all.
All right. I'm going to put you on a $5,000 personal bond. If you raise your right hand for me, please. Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to the court amount of $5,000 if you mess up on bond?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. Any questions for Mr. Kaplan or myself before we terminate?
No.
All right, good luck. Thank you, Huron.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
On the iPhone, can you please go back into that waiting room I put you in? You're waiting for a clerk to speak to you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hi, Mr. Kramer. Did you speak to the prosecutor?
Yes, I just spoke to him, so yeah, we're ready to put a plea on the record
And who is your client?
for Orthwine. You have Attorney Gleason as the attorney of record. I filed an appearance also, but they couldn't put both in the register of actions.
You both work at the same office?
No, but I guess we're co-counsel.
All right. Did you need to speak to Mr. Orthwine, or you guys are ready to go?
We're ready to go.
All right, it'll be just a minute.
Perfect, thanks.
You're welcome.
Clark, can you hear us? Okay, cool.
Heather, we are ready on Mrs. Spearley whenever the judge is.
I'm sorry, Jeff, did you say something?
Yes, we're ready on Miss Spearley whenever the judge is.
All right, well, there's another one if you want to jump in and grab that one.
Absolutely, absolutely. You're good, Miss Spearley. You're in the right place.
Okay.
I'll be back in 1 second.
Okay. Do you want to sit over here so you can see?
Heather, I can't find my other person.
They are in your waiting room.
Let me try again.
Okay, you're going in now. Mr. Gerard, are you, or Mr. Elder, are you ready on yours? Gerard Elder.
Morning.
Good morning. Are you ready on yours?
Yes, we're just going to
All
do
right.
another.
It'll be just a minute.
Thank you.
Counsel, your appearance for Orthwine, please.
Morning, Your Honor. Jack Kramer for Mr. Orthwine, who is present here by Zoom. Clark, could you state your name for the record, please?
Clark Orthwine.
Thank you. Counsel, what are we going to do?
Your Honor, I just had a chance to speak to the city attorney. We have resolved the matter by way of a delayed sentence. So Mr. Orthwine would tender a plea of guilty and ask that a court take it under statute 771.1 for a period of 3 months.
Thank you. He's going to plead to the checkpoint violation then?
That's correct, Judge. Checkpoint violation.
Thank you. Mr. Orthwine, am I pronouncing your name correctly?
Yes, sir.
Did you discuss your rights and options with counsel this morning?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand those rights and options?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand the possible penalty for the charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Understanding all of this, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, could you tell me what happened, or counsel, if you'd like to voir dire, give me the facts I need for the January 5, 2024 incident date?
We'll do that. Mr. Orthman, on that date and time, were you in city of Romulus, county of Wayne, in the state of Michigan?
Yes.
And you were at Detroit Metropolitan Airport at that time, is that correct?
Yes.
And on that date and time, you attempted to pass through a security checkpoint with a firearm in your possession, is that correct?
Yes.
And you knew that the firearm was that had belonged to you, is that correct?
Yes, it belonged to me.
Okay, great. And you, at that point, you put it in the bag and it went through the security at the airport, is that correct?
I realized that I had it on my person and I let TSA know.
Okay, got it. And at that point, TSA took possession of the firearm?
Yes.
Okay, got it. Is the court satisfied, Judge?
Yeah, one last thing. And is it safe to say, sir, that at that time and place, you were not authorized to have a firearm?
Yes, Your Honor. It was a mistake.
I'm satisfied, counsel.
Thank
I'll
you.
accept the plea. What should I consider about Mr. Orthwine before I set the court costs?
Judge, Mr. Orthwine has no criminal history whatsoever. He's a businessman who has some business in Michigan, travels back and forth frequently, and made an honest mistake. I have absolutely no concerns about him going forward. So I'm hoping the court would impose a state sentence, Your Honor. You can pay the fines and costs right away.
All right, thank you. Sir, what business are you in?
I'm in the cannabis business here in Michigan, sir, and it's a cash business. And sometimes I carry a firearm for my safety, and I just made a silly mistake.
Okay, no problem. Anything else you want me to consider, sir?
No, Your Honor.
All right. And counsel, you've discussed with Mr. Mena the process to request the return of the weapon?
I have, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. All right, I will delay sentence for 3 months in keeping with the agreement with the prosecutor, and court costs are assessed the amount of $500. Sir, you can pay that in person here at the court, or because you probably don't want to come in from Florida, you can do it online.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm giving you 5 days to pay it or make a plan to pay it.
Not a problem, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Good day, gentlemen.
Nice to see you. Take care.
And who else has got something ready?
Yeah, we got Jason Kozowski or Derek. It's a 9:30. I think it's under Derek for some reason.
Yeah, I got a Derek file.
Also ready in the Myers file, Your Honor.
I'm sorry?
Myers, Stephanie Myers.
Okay, let's do this one first. I'll get to you in just a minute, counsel.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Derek, what can you explain how we got your name as Derek and you're coming in as Kozowski?
Yeah, the ticket didn't have a name on it. The officer forgot to put a name on it. So I don't really know what happened exactly, but I assume that has something to do with it.
Derek's
Okay, I
the
don't
middle
understand
name.
that because it's an electronic ticket and mine has Jason Derek on it.
Okay, the
Mr.
copy.
Mena, can you shed any light?
I cannot, Your Honor. All I can assume is that he inputted the information incorrectly.
Okay, all right. Did you work something out with the gentleman?
Yes, Your Honor. Double parking, $230 fine.
Okay, and that's an agreement. You're in agreement with that, Mr. Kozowski?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay, all right. I'll dismiss the misdemeanor. We'll put that on the speeding ticket. How soon can you do the 230, sir?
I'm sorry, what was that?
How soon can you pay the 230?
As soon as is needed.
I like yesterday, but I know that's not possible. How about today?
Yeah, that should be fine. I can do it electronically online.
Yeah, if you go to our website, you can do it online. There's going to be a third-party vendor fee, but for $230, I don't think it's going to be too heavy.
Okay.
Any questions, sir?
No. It's the double parking now, and there's no points.
Correct.
Okay.
Anything
Mr.
else?
No, that's it.
It's already
You're
ready
all
on the
set?
website if you want to go in on a pay.
Okay.
Thanks, Heather. Mr. Elder, which one did you have?
Stephanie Meyer.
All right, while I look for the file, tell me what we're doing.
Judge, ask for another date. Mr. Zick and I spoke this morning. He needs to discuss some issues with the head of public safety. So if you get another date, Your Honor, a Zoom date would be great.
Yeah, give me the name on the file again.
Stephanie Meyer, Meyer.
All right, got her. You want another Zoom?
Yes, sir.
How about May 13th?
A good day, Judge.
9:20?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll see you then.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Have a good day, Ms. Meyer.
Thank you. You too, Your Honor.
Mr. Bowditch.
Your Honor, we're ready on Miss Shepherd, Lita Shepherd at 9:20.
Go ahead.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Miss Shepherd. Miss Shepherd, could you tell the judge your name for the record, please?
Lita Shepherd.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Your Honor, today's the date and time set for arraignment in this matter. We waive formal reading and stand mute. We've also had a chance to pre-try this case. Ms. Shepherd wishes to plead guilty to an added count of no operator's license on person, with the understanding the original charge would be dismissed. She is currently awaiting her license to be sent to her in the mail.
Mr. Bowditch, is there any chance this would impede her ability to get her license with a increased suspension period?
I don't think so, Your Honor.
Well, if we enter the plea of the no ops with the Secretary of State, it's going to show them that she was driving a vehicle on March 11th, and if she wasn't supposed to be driving a vehicle on March 11th, it might trigger a resuspension.
I don't think she was suspended. I think she was in the application process. But Your Honor, I could speak with Mr. Mena about an allowance.
Yeah, why don't we try that just to be safe?
Judge, thank you.
Are you
can we
representing
pass
Ms.
this
Spearling?
matter for a moment?
Are you representing Ms. Spearling?
No, Your Honor.
I thought,
Yeah.
yeah, you did.
Oh, yeah, Amanda Spearley. Yes, Your Honor. My apologies.
Are you ready on that?
I'm ready on that. Yes.
Go ahead.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Ms. Spearling. Ms. Spearling, could you tell the judge your name for the record, please?
Amanda Sperling.
Thank you. Your Honor, today's date and time set for arraignment in this matter. We waive formal reading and stand mute. We've also had a chance to pre-try this case. Ms. Spearling wishes to plead guilty to the charge of checkpoint violation at the airport. The item in question was a pistol, a licensed pistol. With the understanding the court would take the matter under 771 for a period of 3 months.
Thank you. Ms. Spearling, did you discuss your rights and options with Mr. Bowditch today?
Yes, sir.
Did you also discuss the possible penalty for today's charge?
Yes.
Understand all that stuff?
Yes.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily today?
Yes.
All right. Is it true that you had a pistol at a checkpoint at Metro Airport on March 18, 24?
Yes.
And were you unauthorized to have a pistol at that location that day?
Yes, sir.
I'll accept the plea if you're satisfied, Mr. Bowditch. All right.
Satisfied.
Thank you. And what should I know about Ms. Spearling other than the fact that she's got no criminal record, I'm sure?
Your Honor, just a mistake. It was funny because she has luggage that has a compartment where you could conceal a weapon. It concealed it so well, she forgot it was there.
Yeah, I guess that would be a downside. Ma'am,
I threw it
anything else to
away.
consider?
No, sir. Like you said, I don't have a criminal record. I've never been in trouble, and I just really appreciate the chance not to have it on my record.
Sure. Are you working?
Yes, sir. I was with my boss at the airport going to a work conference.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Did you make the conference?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Who do you work for?
Michigan Vascular Center. I've been there 17 years.
Oh, good, good. Okay. All right. I'll go along with the delayed sentence for 3 months. Just stay out of trouble, no new crimes. Court costs assessed the amount of $500. That money is due within 5 days, which means we got to have it within 5 days, or we have to have a plan in place to get it.
Okay.
So
I can mail a check today.
Instead of driving down, get on our website and take care of that.
Okay.
All right. Any
Yes, sir.
questions?
No, thank you.
Have a lovely day.
You too.
All right, Mr. Bowditch, back to talk to Mr. Mena about Ms. Shepherd.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Heather, let's do another round of no-shows if you don't mind.
Well, Judge, it looks like, let's see, at 9:30, Ricky Winston appeared. He's in Jeff's waiting room.
All right, let's do it another way though. Who do you got from 850 that showed up?
Oh, 8:50. Oh. McDougal, Shamami, and Zaya.
And Zangus was crossed out. It looks like maybe that was an adjournment.
Must have been.
Okay, and 9 o'clock. Draskovich was here.
And Crucell.
Keisel was here. Did Collins show up? Mark Collins?
No.
All right, 9:10. Alham did. Birchfield did. Coxa did not, correct?
Correct.
There's an attorney on that one.
I see, and I don't
And-
have that one on my list. So it must have been an adjournment.
Pardon?
It must be an adjournment.
I've still got the paperwork.
Oh,
I've still got a copy of the ticket in the file. For that matter, I've still got I still got the paperwork for Zangus too, but it's crossed out on my docket.
Oh, just real quick, back on Sperling, how much was the payment, did you say? I'm sorry, because I have it up on my screen and I didn't hit enter.
5.
500.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
5.
good. All right. And what was that one that you said? What was the name on it?
Coxa and Zangus both, I have the copy of the ticket in the file out here, but Zangus is crossed off on my docket, which usually means you adjourned it before I got out here.
Zangus,
Unless I cross it.
Zangas.
Yeah,
It looks like they pled to double parking with an attorney the other
Okay.
day.
okay. All right. And Coxa, you don't have on your docket?
How do you spell that one?
Koxha at 9:10. Shows Attorney Daniels is on that.
Pled to double parking the other day. So I
Okay.
think when the paperwork comes in, they don't grab the
Yep.
file.
How about Raj Sidhu? No show?
Correct, no show.
All right. Oops.
We're getting a lot of people now.
All right, we'll stop there then. Hey, Heather.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a issue.
What's the matter?
I've got on my docket, I've got DeAndre Stover.
Hmm.
I don't have files for DeAndre Stover. I've got files for Christopher Shover. And Shover's not on the docket. I'll make a note on the docket sheet that I send out to Mackenzie.
Yeah. Yeah, because I show Stover should be, and how do you spell? And the other one is S-H. Robert
Yeah,
Shover.
it's exactly the same except for it's ST versus SH.
Yeah, and the Shover that we have in our system is from like 2014, 2015. So they must have obviously did something pretty wrong there.
Yeah, they pulled the wrong files, it looks like.
Hello, Mr. Jadala.
Hello, Heather. When Mr. N10 comes back, we're ready to go on the record. I think he had logged off to talk to me because I didn't see him log on, and I guess I called him when he was with the clerks. So I guess when he logs back on, I'm ready. I don't need a breakout room. We can talk with the judge.
All right. Whenever he's done speaking to the clerk, getting all his information, then we'll go on.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Good morning, Samir. What was the defendant's name?
Last name is N-T-A-M.
N-T. N like Nancy?
Correct.
Oh, I got it. Felix. Got it.
Yes, and just to telegraph it, we're just going to ask for an adjournment. He wants to retain counsel.
Oh, well, then we can give an adjournment if you want to get out of here.
No, it's all right. I just want to put it on the record. Just
okay.
Cross my T's, dot my I's.
All righty. Judge, and we have a Christopher Shover.
Where?
At 9:40.
Oh, okay. Okay. So Stover, I just got no file. Maybe. Oh, here he is. Okay. All right. My bad.
All right. You stopped at the SH.
Heather, I have two people from Judge Martin's docket, I think last week, that needed either they were from out of town or they're an inpatient residential who drew Judge Oakley and they needed Zoom. Do I just email you that information at request for those two people?
Do you have a name and I can see if they already changed it to a Zoom date?
Yes, I do. I know one for sure is.
Unless you have the case number.
Let me see if I can get that.
I mean, if not, just the name's good enough.
This person here, he's an inpatient, and his name, the case number is 24-0307, scheduled for the 17th.
Yep, the 17th is fine because we do have a Zoom docket that day.
Okay, and also that was going to be for, I don't have it, it was for Mr. Naomi Ado. It's a trucking misdemeanor, but he's an out-of-state truck driver. So I could tell him he could Zoom in too.
Same day?
Same day, yes, on the 17th.
Yes, yep.
Okay, perfect, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I want to come right now.
Jimmy.
Your Honor, we are once again ready on Ms. Shepherd.
All right, I'll let him know.
Oh, thank you, Heather. Lita, it's going to get even better.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said the deal's going to get even better. Lita,
really?
Yes, you're going to plead guilty to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive your car. Now, the Secretary of State is handling your license. The Secretary of State doesn't care who is driving your car until you get your real license. So when you plead to allowing, it gets the Secretary of State out of your business.
Okay.
And we need to thank the judge for his intervention because I think it saved you.
Thank you.
There
You're
you go.
welcome, Ms. Shepherd. All right, so I don't think I got to a factual basis yet. Ms. Shepherd, were you in fact driving a vehicle on March 11, 24 at or near Detroit Metro Airport?
You can answer
Yeah.
honestly.
Yes.
At that time, was your license suspended?
I wasn't aware that it was suspended. When the cop had stopped me, because I was parked in the airport parking lot waiting for my boyfriend to get off the plane. And
Right.
they said that, did you know that your license was suspended? I said, no, I'm in the process of getting it. I technically already have my temporary license, but I didn't have it on me. And it was just a whole big ordeal. And yeah.
Right, right. So you didn't know it, but you found out that it was in fact suspended.
Yes.
Right, yeah. And you've never had a license?
I've never had a license suspended or anything at
Have
all.
you ever had a license?
Yes.
Okay.
I've had a
okay.
license since I was 17 years old.
Got it. Okay. All right. So I'll accept your plea to the allow unlicensed driver to operate. I'll dismiss the drove license suspended. Hopefully this will not be staying in the way of you getting your license renewed then. Anything you want me to consider before I sentence you?
Nope, I think I understand everything pretty clearly, and I thank you so much for helping me
welcome.
keep my license.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Are you working?
I am currently working. I go back to work. I go back to work in May. I
do you
do
work
make
for?
money here and there. I work for TJ Schmidt and Company. It's a carnival
I'm
business.
sorry, say it again.
TJ Schmidt and Company. It's a carnival business based here in Michigan.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. So it's seasonal.
Yes.
Sure. Okay. All right. All right. I'll total fines and costs on your file, $500. That money's due within 5 days. What that means is we've got to have it in our hands or we've got to have a plan in place. So you can do that in person or you can do it at our website. Understood?
Okay. Yes.
Any questions?
No, sir.
All right. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, sir. Thank
You're
you so
welcome.
much, both of you.
Mr. Jadala, are you ready?
Yes, Judge, I'm ready when you are.
Go ahead. Ready for your appearance.
Respect for your Honor, Sam Jadala, P62186, appearing on behalf of Mr. Felix Ntem. That's NTEM, who joins us currently on Zoom. Would you say your name, sir?
Felix and Tam, that's NTA as an Apple M.
I apologize. And Your Honor, today's the date and time set for a final pretrial. I have explained what the final offer was today at this final pretrial, Your Honor. Mr. Ntem has notified me he wishes to retain counsel and would like to adjourn this final pretrial in order to retain counsel before he decides what type of trial he'd like to proceed to.
Sure. Okay.
We
All right,
would ask
sir,
that
I will
final
give you an
pretrial to be on
adjourned
Zoom.
date. I'm sorry?
We respectfully request that that final pretrial be on Zoom.
Yeah, I see his address. Yeah, no problem.
Thank
you. Mr. Natam, I'll give you a court date for May 13th at 9:20.
Okay.
Any questions?
No, sir.
Enjoy your
Thank you,
day.
Judge. Thank you.
Oh, Mr. Natem? Oh, no,
Yes.
never mind. You're good.
You know, doing
Okay.
everything at once.
Have a
Thank
nice
you.
day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Mr. Steele, we're just waiting for Mr. Mena to finish up what he's doing, and then he'll be out and we can handle your case.
Okay, thank you.
Counsel, we ready on Bryant?
Yes, sir, we are.
Go ahead, please.
Daniel Garrett for defendant, Your Honor. Ms. Bryant's going to tender a guilty plea to the dangerous weapons charge with the consideration that the court defer the matter under 771.1 of the statute for 90 days.
Okay, I've got two files. She pleading on both?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. And it was on each file, it's delayed sentence for how long?
90 days.
Thank you, counsel. And Ms. Bryant, did you discuss your rights and options with counsel?
Yes, sir.
You understood those?
Yes, sir.
Did you also discuss the possible penalty for these two files?
Yes, sir.
And you understood the possible penalties, correct?
Yes, sir.
Understanding all of this, are you in fact pleading guilty to these two files today?
Yes, sir.
And ma'am, are you doing so freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Counsel, if you'd like to voir dire, my incident date is March 4, 2024. If you want to get me the facts I need.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Bryant, were you in the South Employee Lot near Building 944 of Detroit Metro Airport?
Yes, sir.
And while you were there, ma'am, that's a restricted area as far as the weapons are concerned.
Yes.
And did you have in your possession a weapon, to wit, a pistol?
Yes.
And that pistol, in fact, didn't belong to your husband. Is that true?
Yes.
And was that pistol unregistered? Was the pistol that you had unregistered?
I didn't know that. Yes.
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 Yes, it was unregistered.
Oh.
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Okay. So am I. Counsel, what should I know before I set the terms of sentence?
Your Honor, defendant has absolutely no prior record of any nature whatsoever, does have a concealed pistols permit, was going to work. She's got long time employment at Delta, and unfortunately lost her employment at Delta as a result of this charge. Yeah, it's a real bitter pill for her to swallow. We're working hard to get her job back. She's going to have, as you know, have to go to get her badge reinstated after the 90-day period of time. But with absolutely no prior record of any nature whatsoever, I'd simply ask the court assess appropriate fines and costs and put it on a 90-day review docket. There will be no problems in this matter.
Okay, thank you. Counsel, I don't even know if you can answer this question, but as soon as I saw it, my question is why they did not charge the felony? They almost always charge the felony if it's an unregistered weapon.
Your Honor, I'm not going to kick a gift horse in the mouth.
No. I'm not. I'm just shocked. It must be because the officer on the scene just gave her a break.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
well,
quite
you
frankly,
got real lucky there, Miss Bryant.
Yeah, she got lucky, but I think, her longtime employment, lack of any history whatsoever, and the fact that she is she does have a CPL. Sometimes we all make mistakes in terms when we
absolutely,
that,
absolutely. I was just shocked. I don't think I've ever seen an unregistered motor vehicle that did not result in a felony charge. So I just think that's good for you, ma'am.
Thank you.
So, it's good to be lucky.
Yes, agreed.
All right. Anything else I should consider before I sentence?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. On both files, or I should say on each file, I will delay sentence for 3 months. Obviously, no new charges during that time period. And on each file, the court cost or assessed the amount of $500. That money is due within 5 days, which means we've got to have it in hand, or we have to have a plan in place that we're going to get it. If you want to come in person, you can do that here, or you can take care of it online. Any questions, Ms. Bryant?
No, sir.
All right. Enjoy your day.
That's 500 on each file, Your Honor?
Correct.
Excellent. Okay, very good. Thank you.
Have a nice day.
You too, sir.
Heather, nothing working?
No, I told Jeff to go back in and keep working because he's got 3 more that need to speak to him.
Yeah, stack them up a little bit. Mr. Manning, you got something ready?
I do, Your Honor. I have Mr. Steele is ready, and then Mr. Banky must have left the meeting, but he should be coming in as well.
All right.
There he is.
Mr. Steele, looks like you're going forward today without benefit of an attorney. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
You do understand, sir, that we've got attorneys online that are ready to talk to you if you want them to.
Yes, sir.
All right. My understanding is you talked to Mr. Mena, and Mr. Mena, what is the agreement?
Your Honor, he's going to plead guilty to the breach of security that'll be taken pursuant to 771 for a period of 3 months.
Thank you. And Mr. Mr. Steele, do you understand your rights and options?
Yes, sir.
You understand the possible penalty for the charge?
No, sir.
Up to $500 fines plus court costs and up to 90 days or up to 93 days in jail. Thanks, Jim. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Understanding that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily today?
Yes, sir.
On March 19, 2024, were you at Detroit Metropolitan Airport?
Yes, sir.
And at that point, did you have something in a secured area that you should not have had?
No, Your Honor, this is a breach.
Oh, this is a breach.
College that way.
All right. So what, you violated some kind of rule. What happened? You went someplace you weren't supposed to go?
I was waiting for my stroller. We got off the airplane and it took over 30 minutes. So I was instructed by the flight attendants to take my luggage up to the top of the gate and come back and get my stroller. There was communications issues, and I was checking in on my 2 infant daughters, and my wife was up there by herself. So I dropped the luggage off and instantly turned around and walked back down the jet bridge. As I started walking down, the gate agent said, "You cannot go down there." I said, "Ma'am, I'm just following what the flight attendant told me to do, and I'm just going to grab my stroller." And the next thing I know, I was met by police officers and issued a ticket.
Okay. All right. I'm satisfied with the plea. Anything you want me to consider before I sentence you, Mr. Steele?
I have never been in any sort of legal issues whatsoever. I think this all boils down to I should have listened to the gate agent, but I was also following the instructions of the flight attendant. I did not know this was a law. Moving forward, I fly a lot. I will never be an issue again. I'm very upset with myself that I even have to be going through this right now. And
okay. All right. Who do you work for?
I work for L&L Products.
What do they do?
We are an automotive supplier. We supply materials to make cars quieter, lighter, safer.
Okay.
I travel a lot for work. I have to fly quite a bit. So hopefully none of this impedes in my flying in the future.
It shouldn't. Okay. I'll go along and delay sentence for 3 months. During that time period, you stay out of trouble, no new charges. Court costs are assessed amount of $145. Pay that within 5 days. You can do it online.
Awesome. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Are we ready on Banky, Mr. Mena?
Yes, Your Honor. We're going to be doing the same thing on this one. Another stroller breach of security.
Thank you.
771.
Okay, Mr. Banky, do you have a camera you can activate? Thank you. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
All right. Mr. Banky, I understand you're prepared today to go forward without court-appointed attorney. You understand we've got an attorney online if you'd like to speak to him.
Yes.
Understanding that, you want to continue without the attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand the possible penalty for the charge today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Up to $500 fines plus court costs, up to 93 days in jail?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And do you understand your rights and options?
Yes.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily, sir?
Yes, I am.
March 10, 2024. Tell me what happened that makes you think you're guilty of breach of security.
We were traveling back from Florida. I had my pregnant wife and 20-month-old son, and as we left the jet bridge, I realized we forgot our car seat bag on the jet bridge that we checked at the gate. I unfortunately left the jet bridge and then returned to the jet bridge to get the car seat so we could continue with our travels.
All right. Thank you. I've heard enough. You working?
Yes,
Who do you work for?
I work for Franklin Iron and Metal. It's a recycling company in Battle Creek.
Yep. How long you been with the company?
Oh, going on 9 years.
Good. And when's the baby due?
August 11th. It'll be our second boy.
All right. Well, my birthday's on the 2nd, so if she's early, just keep me in mind.
We will let you know.
All right. Your fine's a cost of $145, sir. Pay that in 5 days. You can do it on our website.
Okay.
Any questions?
No questions.
Okay. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Judge, that was another one delayed 3 months, correct?
Yes.
Thank you.
Attorney Sidlak?
Yes, Judge, how you doing?
Wonderful. Am I saying that right?
You actually, it was better than I used to say it till I was 10 years old.
What do you got?
You're actually in the courthouse.
Okay. Well, you want to
Michael
come see
Bellotta
me?
is with me for Michael Carter.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Judge, it's for
Good
the
morning.
arraignment. We're just waiting on the PD.
Why don't you come in?
Great.
I don't know, is she gonna have to speak to her client? Her client's at the jail.
Nope, we're all set.
Okay.
Come on up. Tell security I told you to come on up. They'll come get you in.
Okay, thanks.
Heather, I'm ready on Alvarado, Winston, and McCain.
I'm sorry, Mr. Bowditch, what are you ready on?
Alvarado, Your Honor.
I've got the file ready. What are we doing?
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Alvarado. Mr. Alvarado, could you tell the judge your name for the record, please?
You're muted.
Mr. Alvarado, you're muted.
Javier Oliva Alvarado.
All right,
Thank
go
you,
ahead,
sir.
Mr. Bowditch.
Your Honor, today's the date and time set for arraignment. We waive formal reading, stand mute. We've also had a chance to pre-try this. Mr. Alvarado wishes to be responsible to double parking with an agreed upon assessed fine of $300 with the understanding the 2 civil infractions would be dismissed.
Heather, I'm going to dismiss the misdemeanor outright.
Thank you.
Mr. Alvarado, is that in fact what you've decided to do today?
Yes, Your Honor.
I will accept your plea to the double parking. I'll dismiss both the original charges. I'll accept fines and costs of $300 as per the agreement. That money is due within 5 days. So that means we've either got to have your money in 5 days, or within that 5-day time frame, we've got to have a plan in place to get your money. Understood? Yes?
I believe he's breaking up a little bit, Your Honor.
Your audio is coming in and out, sir. Do you understand pay in 5 days? Give me a thumbs up if you agree.
I understand.
Thank you,
sir.
Mr. Bowditch, you got anything else ready?
Yes, Your Honor. We have a Mr. Ricky Winston.
Mr. Winston, if you have a camera, activate that camera, please, and unmute yourself.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of with Mr. Winston. Mr. Winston, could you tell the judge your name for the record, please?
Ricky Winston.
Thank you, sir. Your Honor, today's date time set for arraignment in this matter. We waive formal reading, stand mute. We've had a chance to pre-try this. Mr. Winston wishes to plead guilty to an added count of no operator's license on person, with the understanding the original charge would be dismissed.
Is this going to impede his ability to get his license back?
Now that I don't know, Your Honor.
It's the
His
same in every
license-
situation, Mr. Bowdit.
Well, his license was suspended because of an unpaid ticket. And I'm not sure how the Secretary of State takes that.
Not my job.
Your Honor, can we pass this
Mr.
case?
Winston, you understand, Mr. Winston, that the no valid operator license on person may trigger a new suspension or longer suspension period.
Yes, I understand, Your Honor.
Understanding that, do you want to go forward with the guilty plea today?
Yes,
You understand your rights and options after discussing those with Mr. Bowditch?
yes,
You understand the possible penalty for the added charge?
yes,
Were you in fact operating a vehicle at or near Metro Airport on March 16, 2024 while your license was suspended, revoked, or denied?
yes, I was, Your Honor.
I will accept your plea. I'll dismiss the original charge. Are you working, Mr. Winston?
Yes, sir.
Where do you work?
I work at Chrysler,
How long?
Sterling Heights Assembly.
How long?
I've been there for 7 years.
Okay. Anything else you want me to consider before I sentence you?
Well, that's all, Your Honor.
Fines and costs total $500. That money's due within 5 days, which means we got to have it in 5 days, or we got to have a plan in place to get it. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
You can come to the court and do that in person, or you can take care of that on our website. Understood?
Yes.
Any questions?
No.
You're all set.
All right. Thank you.
Mr. Bowditch, are you ready on McKinney?
Ready, Your Honor.
You're up next, counsel.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Miss McKinney. Ma'am, could you tell the judge your name for the record, please?
Dolores Louise McKinney.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Your Honor, today's date and time set for an arraignment in this matter. We've waived formal reading and stand mute. We've also had a chance to pre-try this case. Miss McKinney wishes to plead responsible, wishes to plead guilty to a checkpoint violation with the understanding the matter would be taken under 771 for a period of 3 months. The item in question was a pistol.
Thank you. Heather, I also need a hearing date for Miss McKinney for a pretrial. Ms. McKinney, did you discuss your rights and options with Mr. Bowditch today?
Yes, I did.
You understood those?
Yes, I did.
And ma'am, do you understand the possible penalty for the charge?
Yes.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily today?
Yes.
Did you find yourself at Metro Airport on March 22nd, 24?
Yes, Your Honor.
And were you at a checkpoint?
Yes, Your Honor.
And at that time, did you have a firearm at the checkpoint that you were not authorized to have at that point in time?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Bowditch, are you satisfied?
Satisfied, Judge.
All right. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your client before I sentence?
Well, Your Honor, actually, Miss McKinney, who's a Maryland resident, comes to Detroit and assists in building affordable housing. So she's doing God's work here in Detroit.
Yep. Ma'am, I've got a Saginaw address for you.
No, I live in Saginaw. I have a home in Maryland, but I came back. I'm born and raised.
You're back and forth.
Yeah, but I'm born and raised here.
You're back and forth. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So we'll keep the Saginaw address on the file.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Anything you want to add, ma'am, before I decide what the sentence should be?
No, Your Honor. I just thank you for the leniency. Thank you.
You're welcome. I will delay sentence for 3 months. During that time period, you stay out of trouble. No new criminal offenses. On this file, the court costs total $500. That money is due within 5 days, which means we've got to have it in our hand within 5 days, or we've got to have a plan in place that we're going to get it. Understood?
Understood, Your Honor.
You can do that in person or on our website. And I've also got a file here from 2020, Huron Township, misdemeanor intoxicated driving. I'm going to get you a pretrial date set up on that as well. Heather, you got a Huron date?
May 9th, 9:40, Judge Green.
All right, that'll be by Zoom, ma'am.
For me?
Yes, ma'am.
No, I've never been.
Wait a minute, Judge. No,
Oh, you know what? It's a different
Different middle name.
Dolores McKinney.
Not me.
Never mind, ma'am. It's not you.
Like that. Okay.
When they pulled the file, they didn't check the middle name was different. All right. So that's good news. You've only got one file.
Yeah. I don't.
All right. Enjoy your day, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor. You too.
You're welcome. Romulus, are we ready on Mark Carter?
Your Honor, we are ready.
Thank you. Put him in front of the camera, please. I've got his attorney in my courtroom, counsel.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Michael Bellotta on behalf of Mark Carter.
Thank you. And counsel, would you waive formal reading?
Yes, we would. We'd stand mute.
Thank you. I'll enter a not guilty plea. We'll get you an exam date, which would be April 24, not for an exam, I'm sorry, probable cause conference, April 24 in my courtroom. That'll be live. And counsel, did you have a look at the bond recommendation from the department?
I have not seen anything, Your Honor, and I also don't have a copy of the.
Let me tell you what we got. They're requesting 5,000, 10%, and no contact with the victim. Lieutenant Harris, that's pretty much sum and substance, isn't it?
Correct. Our main concern is the no contact. We will
No contact. Yeah. Sure.
We won't
Sure.
fight a personal if you deem it necessary.
Well, that's helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, I'd ask for a personal.
Yeah, no contact's not an issue?
Not a problem at all.
Okay, and that court date works?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Mr. Carter, we're gonna give a copy of, we'll give a paper notice. Actually, Heather, you want to do a paper notice because we got counsel in court, or you want to mail it?
You want me
I can do paper notice, but what's the case number? What's the date? What's the time? I didn't get
Heather,
any-
I can do it.
Can you do a paper notice, Mackenzie, and the council can come down and grab that from you?
Sounds good.
Please? Thank you.
Thanks, Mackenzie. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right, so Mr. Carter, your court date's going to be April 24th, 9:15 in the morning. That's live at the 34th District Court. We're going to give your attorney a paper notice today. Your bond is going to be a personal bond. I'm going to put you on a personal bond. First condition is you stay out of trouble. Second condition is you're in court on April 24th. Third condition is no contact with the complaining witness in this file, which is Gabriella Frost. That means no phone calls, no letters, no social media contact. Don't have your friends check on her. She calls you and wants to get together for coffee and talk about issues. No, she can't change this order. Only myself or somebody else is wearing a black robe in the court. You see her at Burger King, you're eating Taco Bell. Is that exhaustive enough so you understand no contact means no contact?
Yes.
All right, raise your right hand for me. Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to the court amount of $5,000 if you violate bond?
Yes.
Do you have any questions for either myself or your attorney while he's standing right here on Zoom?
No.
All right. I'm assuming you're headed that way.
Yes, I'll pick it up.
He's headed to the PD in just about 10 minutes, probably.
Okay.
Anything else? All right. You need to go downstairs and you're waiting for Mackenzie. Just go to the counter and Mackenzie's going to have a notice for you.
I want to say that your courtroom is gorgeous. I love
It is.
Really pretty.
It is.
Yeah.
I wasn't here like Miss Sidlack for the previous incarnation.
It's pretty nice.
I turned the corner and was like, whoa, this back.
Yeah, I love
Good.
that.
Because there were two things when we first started meeting. Would you take those into Heather, please? Two things when we first started meeting with the architect. I said, I want the building to look like a courthouse. You know, back in the day, the old 18th century, I mean,
Right.
if you saw it, you didn't think, oh, I wonder if that's the library,
Right.
right? And that's why I want it to look like a courthouse. And I said, and I want the courtrooms to be equally impressive.
So can I take a peek?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, come on up.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
This, when you're sitting out there.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is, you guys, and you know, there's so many new ones going up here and there.
Yeah.
I really like this.
Yeah. I think our architect really did a good job for us.
Yeah, my background is in federal courts, Your Honor.
Yeah.
I remember when I was working as a prosecutor on and they renovated Orange County.
Okay.
All around the major courthouse. Much courts is paid for. Budget for my office, you just bring up.
Yeah.
Paid for by, you know, the GSA, which is like, everything is great walls.
Yeah.
Go to the Chinese and the grand juries go, and it's all mahogany walls. They have this gorgeous, carpeting.
Yeah, it was custom made carpet. Yeah. Have you seen the chief judge's chambers in the Detroit federal court?
Oh, yeah.
This was years ago. I don't even remember the judge that was.
It's whoever the presiding judge is.
But for some reason, they invited us lowly state court judges for the investiture. And I remember I talked to Judge Green, I'm like, we should go, because it said right on there. It wasn't his. But I remember because the invitation for the investiture said, following the investiture, the chief judge's chambers and courtroom would be open for viewing. And we're like, we got to go just for that. But the story is when they remodeled or when they built the new courthouse, which was, I don't know, in the 60s or whenever it was, the chief judge at that time said, the only way I'm going along with a new building is if the original 18th century chief judge's chambers and courtroom are brought over to the new building.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So it's all the old, and we walked around and talked about, if you were Bill Gates, you couldn't build this today because you can't find the artisans to do the work. The wood carvings, the stonework.
Ceiling, yeah.
Oh,
I know the first time I walked in there, I was like, are they all like this?
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
A really cool courthouse. My other favorite one, besides Ronald Reagan, was at Santa Barbara. It's one of the oldest courthouses. The door, it looks like it's some months.
Yeah.
And the doors.
Everything's huge. Yeah, everything's huge. Yeah. But
I love the
they used to build them to impress. And
Right.
now I'm talking to people that are laying on their bed.
I know. What do you think you guys will be back 100% or no?
This
A
is-
lot of it's so easy.
I'm
Had I known.
I'm as good as it gets.
Huh?
This is as good as it gets.
Oh,
It'll
really?
never be better for me. Yeah. So my civil docket's mainly on Zoom, unless I'm gonna have a motion or a trial.
Right,
I'm not
right.
gonna come in. But status conference, pretrial type stuff, which I think works fine for civil.
Right.
Right? But.
And a lot of criminal stuff. Your
criminals.
bam, yeah.
But you know what? For me, my argument, now both my benchmates do a lot more on Zoom. Okay.
Okay.
But with me, like today, I'm running a Zoom docket because it's the airport. So most of the people are from out of state.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense. Right.
Right.
I'm not doing trials on Zoom. But my local pretrials, you got to be here or give me an excuse.
Right.
And then I'll
As long as you give them the
I'll let you
option,
do
yeah.
Zoom. I'll let you do Zoom. But when you can, honestly, I mean, you guys have both been in the practice for a while, right? I never thought as a judge, the phrase would come out of my mouth, if you're not going to get out of bed for court, could you sit up? Because
And then, in the beginning, a lot of
you know
the
how many
older
times
lawyers, they were upside down.
you know how many times I've said that? How many times that phrase, I mean, could you put on a shirt, you're in court? It wasn't too long ago. Heather's checking them in. I'm sitting in my office. She's out here. I can hear what's going on. She's checking them in. And she's like, oh my God, Judge, can I kick her off? She's going in the bathroom. I said, please do. She
Yeah.
checked in on the phone and took her phone into the bathroom.
Yeah, there's definitely downsides, but then without the Zoom craze, we never would have that iconic Zoom of the attorney.
Cat.
It's like a cat.
Yeah. Did you ever see it?
No.
Google
You
it.
have to see it.
He put a filter on.
The
I
attorney
actually
did.
checked my filters out because I go, that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But then I was afraid, knowing me, I hit the wrong button, I'd be a cat.
But for me, there was already a failure of respect for most of our clientele on the criminal docket. And I think Zoom just makes it worse.
Yeah.
I think we're too casual. We're too casual.
Yeah. Yeah, I also teach law school, and that's one of the things they do. It's a public defender thing.
Yeah.
So they have the Taste of 36 district where it's via Zoom. And then I take them to Troy on Thursday mornings and they're in person.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, it's a trek to get there, but so much,
Where are
they
you
like
teaching?
it so much
Which
more.
school?
University of Detroit Mercy, downtown.
Yeah.
But they're like,
Well, interesting, and you've had to have seen some of the articles too. One of the things I think that Zoom is hurting is training for attorneys. Because I learned an awful lot sitting on motion call, just hearing what was going on in front of me.
Can I show you something really fast?
Sure.
right, that's so true. And the camaraderie you get.
I've been doing this long enough that I'll call it, it's pretty obvious for us old dogs when it's a new attorney, right? I'll call them up and say, look, don't do this again. I don't call them out, but I'll call them up and say, look. It's obviously, but I'm not gonna do that on Zoom. It's too much work.
Yeah.
When I can call them up face to face with them,
This is one you turn.
No, he's showing him the capping.
This is such classic.
You're right in the right place, Joaquin.
Yes, sir.
Did the attorney know he was doing that?
No.
Or he's trying to get it off?
Yeah, my son helped me twice. Thank God he was off school.
It is pretty funny. Well,
Let's go forward.
I don't know if I, because I live stream everything. on
Jeff,
Zoom.
while we're waiting, did you want to handle another one? Did you
Sure,
have 2
I'll
more
go-
waiting for you? Thank
Oh,
you.
okay.
Mr. Muniz, it'll just be a few minutes.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Found it online. It's had 400,000 hits on it.
When you did what?
I had some guy on a sovereign citizen.
Oh, yeah, I haven't dealt that since I was in New York. I was never in. And the first time they said it to me, I'm like,
What is it?
yeah, I was doing court appointments out of Wayne County.
Thanks. You guys have a good day.
You too. Oh, wait, we gotta do my guy. My guy. Walker.
Oh, I forgot. Okay.
I just. All right, where am I?
Sorry, Romulus.
Well, that's okay.
I
We
should've
we
given-
just
I
we
should've
enjoyed
given
the
you a tangent
conversation.
alert.
Sorry.
Sorry about that.
Oh, they can hear the whole thing.
Oh, that's all right. We didn't say anything bad.
No, we weren't talking
Mr.
about
Walker,
you.
your attorney's here in the courtroom. Counsel your appearance.
Good morning, Pamela Sidlak on behalf of Stephen Walker. He does consent to the proceedings via Zoom from the police station.
All right.
Judge, we also have not received anything, but Detective Perkins, I've been in contact with him for over a year.
Good.
He did inform me of the charges. We said we waive a formal reading and stand mute.
All right. Yeah, the PCC date is going to be the same, April 24.
Okay.
Have you seen the bond rec then?
I didn't see it, but I was told it's 100,000, 10%.
Right.
I would obviously would like to address that, Mr.
And-
Walker.
And a no contest. Contact.
No, yes, absolutely. He's gainfully employed. In fact, just for a side note, he was employed at the airport because the complainant also worked in another division. He was essentially fired and now he's working for Reno Linen at a $20,000 a year pay cut. He's looking for another job. He's always had 2 jobs. He's a single dad of a 6-year-old. He rotates week with the mother. He takes the child to school. He takes care of the child. He's always had a full-time job, in fact, 2 jobs. He vehemently denies the charges. In this case, Judge, he has no problem with no contact. Like I said, I've been talking to Detective Perkins for over a year, so he's not a flight risk. He's ready, willing, and able to defend the allegations in this case. So I'm asking for a personal bond, Judge.
Lieutenant Harris, it looks like the only prior criminal history is a misdemeanor drug charge.
That's correct, and I wish I could dispute anything that was already said, but I can't argue that. This is a bond rec from Detective Perkins. I don't have any other further information. We will obviously respectfully listen to what you think is appropriate.
Yeah. And I'm going to ask you a question that's probably not fair to ask you, but I don't have Perkins in front of me, so you get the question.
Sure.
I noticed the incident date is going back to September of 22. Has there been any further problems between these folks since that date that the department knows of?
The only thing I've known is there was a PPO put in place, and I couldn't even tell you, but it sounds like it's being contended every time it comes up for renewal. It's being contested. I'm sorry, and that other than that, it doesn't sound like there's any new contact or any new allegations to speak of.
Judge, as far as the PPO, when it was filed, we immediately, especially because he was going to lose his job.
Let me stop you. When was it filed? Back in 22?
Back in, it had to be April 11th of 23.
Okay, so a year
because
ago.
it just expired April 11th of 24.
Okay.
Yeah, so we were filed a motion to terminate, but the judge wouldn't hear it because there was
Pending
possible,
criminal charges.
yeah.
So nobody's ever looked at the merits of the PPO.
No.
Yeah.
I did, they were without
Well,
merit.
I shouldn't have said that way, but you know what I meant.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, anything else, counsel?
I believe I have covered everything.
All right, Mr. Walker, I'm going to put you on a personal bond. First condition is the obvious one, stay out of trouble. Second condition, be in court on April 24 at 9:15. Mackenzie, we'll want another notice on this one too, if we can. I'm also going to order no contact with Ms. Frost, no phone calls, no letters, no social media contact. Don't have your friends check on her. You run into her at Taco Bell, you're eating at Burger King. No contact at all. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to court in the amount of $10,000 if you violate bond?
I do.
Any questions?
No further questions at this time.
All right, your attorney's headed your way.
All right, thanks, Your Honor. I appreciate it.
Thank you both.
Judge-
Thank you, Lieutenant. Stay safe.
Thank you, sir.
Judge, just a heads up, I attached a sheet of all of his outstanding other warrants.
Okay, say that again. I'm having trouble understanding you.
Yep, on the front of that file, he has a couple outstanding
Yeah,
warrants.
yeah,
with us
you're right.
That are civil
I missed it.
infractions. Romulus left, but
They're all Romulus? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, he's got a bunch of old files that he owes $2,100
Okay,
on.
they're all civil.
Double parking, which was pled down from something else, registration or plate, another double parking, speed, another registration. Yeah, just
Okay,
tell him to commit to some kind of payment plan. Matter of fact, if you can do it, just pick him up, bring him right back to let's get a payment plan on the books.
all right,
All right.
thank you.
Thanks for that catch, Mackenzie. Mr.
No.
Muniz, we're waiting for your attorney.
Yes, sir.
Are you ready, Jeff? Hello, Ray. Thanks for taking the call.
Jeff, you're ready with all three?
I'm ready on Miss Jean-Baptiste. I'm ready on Shepherd.
Muniz?
No,
Shepherd, you already did.
I'm ready on Muniz, Massey, and Jean-Baptiste.
All right.
Yes. Have anybody else waiting in?
Nope, it looks like these are the last ones and we might be done.
Cool biz. A lot of no shows.
Mr. Bowditch, who do you want to start with?
Your Honor, could we start with Joaquin Muniz?
Give me that name again.
Last name Muniz, M-U-N-I-Z. I believe it is
got it.
950. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Muniz. Mr. Muniz, could you tell the judge your name for the record, please?
You're muted.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir. My name is
unmute
Joaquin Muniz, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Your Honor, today's the date and time set for an arraignment in this matter. We'd waive formal reading and stand mute. We've also had a chance to pre-try this case, Your Honor. We do have an executed plea agreement in which Mr. Muniz would be pleading guilty to the charge of being a disorderly person at the airport, with the understanding the matter would be taken under 771 for a period of 1 year. And if he complies with all the wishes of the court, pays this money, the court will consider this for dismissal.
Thank you. Sir, did you discuss your rights and options with Mr. Bowditch today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand those rights and options?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand the possible penalty for today's charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty to this charge freely and voluntarily today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Bowditch, would you like to voir dire? The incident date I've got is November 7th.
Yes, Your Honor. On November 7th, Mr. Muniz, were you at Detroit Metro Airport?
Yes, I was, sir.
And on that day, Mr. Muniz, did you find yourself getting a little loud at the airport?
Yes, sir. I got loud.
Did you disturb other people around you by being loud?
Yes, sir. Most likely.
Defense is satisfied, Your Honor.
Thank you. Sir, I will accept your guilty plea. Are you working?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm currently going to Arizona State University with the GI Bill.
You served.
Your
Yes,
Honor,
sir.
Mr. Muniz is a veteran. He's working, he's 100% disabled. He has been working with the VA. It's part of the trauma he experienced that unleashed itself at the airport. But he is no more trouble since. He's being monitored by the VA.
Yes.
It's simply the tragedies he's experienced that caused this outburst at the airport. And I thank Mr. Mena because, well, we worked something out that's beneficial for everybody.
Good. Mr. Muniz, what branch did you serve with?
I served in the Marines, Your Honor.
It's like Marine Day for me today. And how many years, sir?
I served 4 years, Your Honor.
Thank you for your service.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Your Honor.
When'd you get out?
I got out in 2020, July 2020.
Okay. All right. Okay. So what kind of help are you getting from the VA?
I received mental health treatment and I take medication, Your Honor.
Okay. How often do you go to treatment? Weekly,
I have
monthly?
Monthly, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay. All right. Anything else you want me to know?
No, Your Honor, that's all.
All right. I'm going to go along with the recommendation of the prosecutor to delay sentence for 12 months. During that time period, you stay out of trouble, no new criminal offenses. Can you do that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Your court costs have been waived in acknowledgement of your service to your country.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good luck to you. Good luck to you, Mr. Munoz.
Do
Thank
good
you,
in
Your Honor.
school, Joaquin.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
We're ready on Mr. Massey, Your Honor.
You're all set, Mr. Munoz. Have a nice day.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm
Thank
ready
you.
for Mr. Massey. Go ahead with your arraignment or your appearance.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Massey. Mr. Massey, could you tell the judge your name for the record, please? Mr. Massey?
Oh, I apologize. I was muted. Lowell Massey.
Thank you.
Thank you. Your Honor, today's date and time set for arraignment in this matter, waive formal reading and stand mute. We've also had a chance to pre-try this case. Mr. Massey wishes to plead guilty to an added count of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive a vehicle with the understanding the original misdemeanor would be dismissed.
That's auto, AUDO. Mr. Bowditch, the plea.
Yes, Your Honor, allowing an unlicensed driver.
Thank you. Mr. Massey, did you discuss your rights and options with Mr. Bowditch today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Understood those?
Yes, sir.
And you understand the possible penalty for the added charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm sorry?
Yes, Your Honor.
Understanding all of that, how do you wish to plead today?
Yes, sir.
Did you drive a vehicle at or near Detroit Metro Airport on March 11, 2024 while your license was suspended, revoked, or denied?
Yes.
I'll accept your plea to the added charge. I'll dismiss the original charge. Is there anything you want me to consider before I sentence you today?
No, Your Honor.
Are you working, sir?
Yes, sir.
When's the last time you did?
Friday.
Okay, I meant, do you have a job? Not, are you currently at work?
No, I said yes. Yes, I do have a job.
Okay, who do you work for?
Home Depot.
How long you been with the depot?
About a year.
Okay, anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, fines and costs on your file, $500. That money needs to be paid within 5 days, or within 5 days, we have to have a plan in place. You can do that online, or you can come to the court in person. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any questions?
No.
Have a nice day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Baptiste?
Jean-Baptiste, yes, Your Honor. Ms. Jean-Baptiste, can you tell the judge your name for the record, please?
Durante Jean-Baptiste.
Your Honor,
Thank
for
you.
the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of it with Ms. Jean-Baptiste. Your Honor, today's the date and time set for an arraignment in this matter. We waive formal reading, stand mute. We've also had a chance to pre-try this case. Ms. Jean-Baptiste wishes to plead responsible to double parking with an assessed fee of $300, with the understanding the original misdemeanor charge would be dismissed.
Thank you. Ma'am, is that your agreement?
Yes.
I will accept your plea to the double parking, assess fines and costs of $300, and dismiss the misdemeanor charge that was issued to you on March 19th. The $300 is due within 500 days. 5 days. That means we need to have your money or have a plan in place within that 5-day period. Understood?
Yes, and I did want to ask a question if it's possible.
Go ahead.
I was discussing with the attorney, Your Honor. I actually live in Canada, and I don't get in trouble ever. I don't even have a parking ticket. Well, prior to this, obviously, to my name.
Right.
This is not something that happens to me. The $300 tickets, is it possible in any way that I can have that reduced just because of the conversion fees from Canadian to USD? It's or the opposite.
No, because that's it came to me as a plea agreement.
Okay.
If you
I just
don't
wanted
want to agree to
ask.
300, that's okay.
If I don't, may I know what my options are?
Well, I guess the first option would be some further negotiations. And after that, if that doesn't work, then we set it for trial.
Okay, and would that negotiation take place today or?
Well, it could. I'm assuming we still have Mr. Yeah, we can still have Mr. Mena. We could put Mr. Mena and Mr. Bowditch back in the room.
Sure, please.
Okay.
I'll effort that, Your Honor.
No kidding.
That one, she has to reschedule that or do something like that.
You better start hoping for big rain. Wash your window.
Your Honor, negotiations have failed. Mr. Mena wishes the $100 to be assessed.
Okay. Ma'am, do you want to go forward with that?
Sure, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the answer.
Sure, Your Honor.
Okay. If it helps you, we can make a payment plan if you go online, monthly payments or something like that.
Okay.
Any questions?
No.
All right, you're all set.
Thank you.
Gentlemen, I think that's it for the people that have actually appeared.
I don't see anybody else, Judge.
Have a good day.
You as well, Your Honor.
Thank you, Jen. Thank you,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Mena.
See you, Jeff.
Judge, do you have Stephanie Meyer's file out there? Meyer?
Meyer?
Yeah. And Orth.
Okay.
Orth. Oh, you know what? I have a stack right here. Sorry. I found them.
Okay.
I don't show that I have Winston. Winston. Ricky.
I think that's in the no-show pile. I'm looking.
Yeah, we did that one.
Well, if we did it, then I don't have the file in the no-show pile. Not seeing it.
Right. All right.
You want to leave this up?
I don't think we need to.
All right.
I'll shut it
Hey,
down.
2 small claims cases this afternoon. Can you have one of those